Yo, what it do? Solo here again. This is New Year's Eve in downtown. Well, that's a bright ass screen. I didn't even know they had put that up. I hardly ever come through like this side of downtown because it's always packed. There's a Laker game or something, forget it. Like, this is crazy. This is bright. You can see inside the car. This is crazy. At night. Yeah, I need a screen like that at home. Yeah, shout out to the 2 new subscribers. Thank you very much. Maybe if I get enough subscribers, I could get a screen like that at home, right? Oh yeah, so here's crypto.com arena, or crypto arena, aka Staples Center. A lot of us still call it Staples Center. So, and I know I'm not the only one, so I don't feel bad. But I'm just cruising through LA Live, downtown LA on New Year's Eve, and it seems pretty quiet. Sights and sounds. That's LA Live right there. Microsoft Theater. I mean, it looks like some spots are popping. I don't know till what time. I don't know if they're staying open late. I don't know if they're having New Year's Eve parties. But I know some shops are closing. A lot of places have closed their doors already, have closed up shop just to get ready to hang out with family, I guess, or go do whatever else some people are doing nowadays. I mean, I know before, pre-quarantine, yeah, there would be, you know, New Year's Eve parties, like flyers or just all types of kind of parties, you know, where people are just like, oh yeah, come spend New Year's Eve with us. And it'll be like a $200 buy-in to get in or whatever. Or sometimes like you get bottle service with it. But yeah, ever since quarantine, I don't know, a lot's changed. The Pantry, it's an old restaurant that never closes. I think old Mayor Richard Riordan is the owner of that spot. I guess it's always been open since they opened their doors. Kind of like this other spot called Tommy's. And I guess it's also like hi-fi Rampart District. Like I was saying yesterday, the scenery changes on you so quick that like you cross one street to the next and you're not in the same little town or district anymore. You're in a whole new spot. So like, yeah, where we were cutting through downtown, like technically that whole Staples Center area or whatever, that's called South Park. Just kind of like the show South Park. And I don't know what they call this upper downtown, like because like City Hall isn't even here. City Hall is way further up ahead. But this is like what they call 7th and Fig. There's a whole little shopping center here. That Walmart is not Walmart, what am I saying? There's a Target down here that oh yeah, back there, the city Target or whatever. There was a stabbing where like I guess one of these transients from around here, because that's the thing. So like around here, like the subway, like you see how there's those escalators, the LA Metro runs underneath here, and there's like a few stops just on the street alone. So you get a lot of movement. So it's crazy because you have like the suits, the business type people that all work up in here and stuff, and then you have like transients are all in the mix, and you know, and then you have tourists, and then you have like skaters and messengers and people on those bird things, or what is it, the Lime scooters. So it's pretty active, but it looks quiet tonight. Well, I mean, LA is one of those places where it's like kind of like New York, where they say that nobody sleeps, the city that never sleeps. I'm not here to say that, hey, you know, like LA should take that title, but I mean, like most places, I'm pretty sure there's a lot of spots that are 24 hours. Here, there's a few places that only close for like 2 hours. They close like at 4 and open up back up at 6. So yeah, it's not uncommon to come down here to like get a bite to eat or something. But I guess since it's New Year's Eve, I'ma just state for the record before I forget and I can look back at this video and be like, oh yeah, that's that's what my resolution was. I think I'm gonna try to cut back on monsters, because the dentist told me last time that he could tell that, like, I guess like the acidic drinks or whatever were eating the inside of my teeth. So even though I have a crocodile smile on the front, the back of my teeth is the back of my teeth are messed up. So that's something to work on. But at least for this year, I mean, it's been a few years that I've been saying I'm gonna quit smoking. I've been smoking menthols for a while, and I had heard that LA County was gonna pass that ban on menthols. So I said, you know what? Before the city says I can't stop, I'm gonna stop myself, because I don't really like people telling me what to do. Kind of like a thing for me. Like, that's why I try not to break the rules, because I don't want people to tell me like, hey, like what you're doing is wrong. Just leave me alone. I know I'm not doing anything wrong. Like at that point, like I'd rather just keep my nose clean. But I mean, that's one of those things where like people are always talking about cancel culture. I would say society is the #1 person or the group of people that they're trying to cancel are smokers, and it's been going on for a while. Now it's just something I've noticed, because even places like concert venues or wherever where you know there'll be a smoking area, or where there will be multiple smoking areas, like even Disneyland. I remember used to have a smoking area where you could go and like hide out by Tomorrowland and catch a quick smoke, or even like Knott's Berry Farm. All that this year was gone. So there was a lot of places where, you know, for a smoker it's hard, like and here's the thing, like I'm not saying, I understand smoking is not good for you, right? Like I've stated in other videos, I smoke cannabis, that's one thing, but like smoking cigarettes, I've told a lot of people nothing good comes from it. How I got stuck on cigarettes was I was using it as a mask. So like, since I smoked a lot of weed, my clothes would smell like weed. So what would I do? I would smoke a cigarette, and they would smell the cigarette over the weed, and I would never get questioned. Eventually that became a bad habit where I got stuck on it. And like I remember going to Europe, and in Europe it's a whole different lifestyle. Like they don't look down on you over there or nothing. Like it's completely different. But here in the United States, like yeah, there's this bad stigma with any kind of smoke, whether it's weed smoke or cigarette smoke. That's why like they try to do away with the vapes, or at least here in LA. I remember I was in Oakland when they decided to do away with the menthols in with the menthol cigarettes up in the Bay. And I remember it was overnight. I was able to buy cigarettes one day, and then from there to the next day I was like, what? I just bought cigarettes last night. So the next day I had to drive to another city in order to get cigarettes, which was probably what was going to happen to me here, since I smoke, and you know, most smokers, they have their favorite cigarettes, right? It took me a while to find the cigarettes that I like, because at first I was just bouncing around from different ones. I'll just have those or whatever. But from that I ended up just finding, you know, the one flavor that I liked, and I was a whatchamacallit, a loyal cigarette smoker to that brand. And I'm not even gonna say their name, you know, but to promote them. But eventually I weaned that off. Like I went on this cruise, and damn, put your lights on. And what I noticed from that cruise was there's some people that smoking is like their lifestyle. That's what they're known for. Like they make it all about smoking. Because I would go eat, go watch, you know, like do the trivia or do these other things, and I'll come back and the same people were there smoking. I'm like, damn, they haven't left. And sometimes it's like I'll go up there for like a late night smoke, and who's there? Somebody trying to get away, catch a quick smoke too. And it's like, man, you know what? This ain't cool. I'm spending a lot of money. And with cigarettes, literally, you're burning your money. There's nothing good really comes out of it. Like at least with cannabis, you have like pain management, puts you in a better mood, you know, like there's some benefits to it, right? But like cigarettes, aside of making you like jittery, giving you sweaty palms, like the good things that I would probably say is like if I had a bad cough and I'll smoke a cigarette, it'll take it away. Yeah, maybe about that. I can't say that for everybody, but also, like, if you just had something to eat, smoking a cigarette after that, or smoking a cigarette and drinking a soda, like a few joys in life that is like guilty pleasures, right? But I guess if you're trying to quit smoking, I guess one thing that kind of helped me out, I used to smoke these cloves or dejarums, and what I did was during that cruise, I took a pack of dejarums and a pack of cigarettes, because you can't smoke cannabis on the cruise ship. They'll kick you off and you get into all these like trafficking and all these. It's a big mess, right? I try to avoid all that paperwork, so I'm not trying to break the rules. But what I noticed was when I came back, that same pack that I left with of menthols was, oh, they're partying over there. Woo, look at the RGB PA speaker. What I noticed was that same pack that I got off the boat with was the one that I said, you know what, this is gonna be my last pack. But see, here's the cheat. I still had some of those cloves, so when I finished the menthols, I still had like some of those Dejarum cigarettes that I would just kind of like, I would light, I would puff, maybe give it like 3 puffs and then put it out. And I did that for like a few days, almost like tapering off, and that's what helped me out. Now, another thing is, I'm an alcoholic. You can see the Alcoholics Anonymous here. If this channel helps you at least like watch something, distract you, keep your mind off of drinking alcohol, or helps you in any other way, I'm gonna try to, you know, be a positive person and push you towards the right thing, because I'll tell you, the best thing I ever did in life was drop alcohol. And if I can help somebody else, then damn, like that would be, I guess it's a win-win situation, because I will feel good doing something good. I have a few friends that can't let go of the habit, but you know, I mean, I'm not gonna say I didn't have any epic stories or I didn't have any good times with alcohol, but the thing about alcohol is like Jekyll and Hyde, and I thought I was a good drinker until I wasn't. Then it was like, I don't know what's up with this dude's high beams. Then eventually it got the best of me to where, you know, I would be apologizing for things that I didn't even remember doing. So that's when it becomes bad. But and I tried Alcoholics Anonymous. I fell a few times. I'm not gonna say I stopped drinking my first time, you know, but it helped me out. Like, I mean, I had it on my resolution list, just like the cigarettes, for a long time. And finally, one day, you know, it hit the fan, and I said, you know, this has got to stop, and I'm the only one that has the power to stop it. So that's what I did. I mean, it feels like I left a long time friend, because yeah, I have some epic stories, and most of the things that have shaped me was because of alcohol, and a lot of things that I've learned was because of all of those crazy situations. But you live, you learn, and like, I guess I don't know, I guess the one piece of advice I could give is take it one day at a time. I've heard that helps a lot of people. Like with cigarette smoking, what I would do was like, all right, I'm not gonna light a cigarette till I'm past that bridge over there, or until the next light. You know, I would just keep what do they say, moving the goalposts. If you do that, it'll help you out, because you won't feel like, oh man, there's no light at the end of the tunnel. Like you're like, oh okay, like it's cool, it's always there in case I need it, or in case I ever need to fall back on it. I guess the fear is more about never ever doing it again, rather than, hey, you know, I need to like wean myself off because I'm self-destructing myself. But yeah, I wish you all a positive new year. I guess I'm gonna go home and start writing my list of what I need to cut out of my life. But till next time, peace.